Yeah, fine business. My name is Paul, K4PEW, Net Control for the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Very good. If you have an emergency, your first bet is to call 911. That's going to be your best method, or you can contact us and we'll do it for you. We're helping any way we can if it's a non-emergency. Anyway, maybe breaking in here anytime for that kind of traffic. Just as a warning, I am YouTube live streaming at the moment. You can look me up under K4PEW or my last name if you can remember how to spell it, or you can go to Brain Trusts. It's a plural. Brain Trusts, one word. Brain and trust together. All right. We can also find us on our webpage, which is 146415.net. That's 146415.net. Real easy. And or send me an email at k4pew@arrl.net, or you can where else? Oh yeah, Yahoo Groups, MJ_SS. I have company tonight, so I'm distracted. They're cooking dinner. At any rate, the purpose of the net is to train ham radio operators, so to speak, if that were possible, to help get themselves in a situation where they can help in an emergency situation for their families and their community. And of course, we try to do it and have some fun doing it. So far, it seems that we've had fun. So we invite everyone to use this net to announce amateur radio events and activities and training and support the local community. Does anybody have any announcements? Just making sure my mic's on it. I'm not missing anything. Because nobody had the announcements. But anyway, the announcements, of course, are this is Saturday, so Tuesday we have the. I think they're probably going to get fired up. The from Vanderbilt University, their net on 443-800. 443-800. That's a plus offset and a 123 PL, and that's on 7:30 on Tuesday night. 7:30 Tuesday nights, and of course the Wilson County Amateur Radio Club is on Thursday. Of course, you all know about Wednesday, aren't it? But next Thursday is a Wilson County Amateur Radio Net, Amateur Radio Club Net, and that's on it's 8 p.m. on Thursdays, 147.105 with a plus offset and a 56.7 tone. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention, yes, the Saturday Ham Quest at the fairgrounds just south of Lebanon. You can look them up on the Middle Tennessee Ham Quest and coffee drinking event there, donuts and all kinds of stuff. But do look it up on the web. If you just do a search on Ham Quest, you'll see it. It starts at 8 o'clock, but I'd be there early to make sure you get the best bargains on somebody else's junk.
Question.
Yes?
KG4SM, is that Ham Quest free?
No, there's an entry fee. I'm guessing it's $5, but I don't know. You look on the website, or does anybody else know what the fee is for you? Hold on, Charles. Well, nobody else seems to know the answer, so I'll let you know later. I'll find out. I think it's $4 or $5. It's not more than that. And if you can't afford to go, pay $5, and you shouldn't go because it's all they do is sell stuff there.
What about underage kids?
I think the kids are free. I'm pretty sure kids are free. I'll find out for you. I'll get back to you. You can catch me on the air between now and then. We'll get an answer for you. All right. Thanks, Charles, for that little clarification. Is any other announcements besides the Ham Quest, which is the most important event of the year, the social event? All the people who are influencers and, well, most of the people who are just in T-shirts and the shorts will be there. So you'll be able to hobnob with the Goober Smoochers in Lebanon, Tennessee. That's next Saturday, 8 a.m. Be there. Any other announcements or clarifications? Very good. Then we shall move on. We'll start taking check-ins. Who else? There's no more announcements. Just want to make sure. Okay, no announcements. We shall proceed. Let's start from the south this time. Hold everybody up elsewhere. Anybody south of 40, please come in.
Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor.
Yep, had a pen that wouldn't work there. Oh, sorry about that, Larry. Larry, you sound good? Good to hear you in there. You don't get called first very often.
Yeah, you surprised so I jumped on it.
All right, very good. Sound great. And that's Larry, of course, Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor down in Rockville. Who else we got south of 40? Appreciate you being there, Larry. Who else south of 40? There was at least a double in there, but I got Jim in there. Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet. I have to do this from memory because I didn't hear your whole call there. How you doing there? You sound good tonight, Jim.
Well, thank you very much. I didn't hear anybody yet with me, and I apologize. Doing well over here in Woodbury today.
Well, for what it's worth, you did cover whoever it was up because I couldn't. The only one I made out was partially you.
Oh, okay. 10 watts did it. We went out and cut grass today and made the place look presentable, and life is good.
Yeah, very good. Let me. I was going to ask you something about. Oh, you're 10 watts. You're 10 over S9 here to me.
All right, that's awesome. And yeah, it is 10 watts.
Well, it must be those extra large 10 watts. All righty. That was Jim, Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet in. Man, how come I can never remember where you live?
Woodbury.
All right, very good. Woodbury. It's just funny. I got a mental block on Woodbury. I got to go down there and visit. Is there something to see down there besides the dollar store?
You got the Piggly Wiggly. You got the Sonic. And you can always stop at the house. Come up here, and that way you'll remember.
Yeah, you're in a big city when the Masonic Lodge and Piggly Wiggly are in the same building.
No, the Sonic Drive-In. We don't have a Masonic Lodge.
Oh, that's right. No, Sonic. That's a good one. I thought you said Masonic. My mistake. Thought you were abbreviating it. No, that's good. All right. No, I've seen it on Google Earth. I've got to go down there one of these days. Get out of the house. All right. Appreciate you being there, Jim. That's Kilo Echo 4 Tango Yankee Juliet in Woodbury. I finally got it straight there. I'm going to have to permanently etch that as on my folder here. All right. Who else we got south of 40?
Kilo Delta 4 Zulu Golf Yankee Ed Shelbyville. That's it. Everyone that's pretty. And with.
Yeah. Hold on, Scott. Yeah, I got Kilo Delta 4 Zulu Golf Yankee in Shelbyville. How you doing, Ed?
Good afternoon, Paul. Doing well there. Sorry about jumping on somebody else there. I didn't mean to.
No, usually I don't know anybody that does it on purpose. It's usually just they both key up about the same time, and then somebody gets covered up. You did get covered up, by the way, but then again, you're the farthest one away tonight in Shelbyville.
I would appreciate you letting us go first for sure. I'll let you have it back there. Thanks again, Paul. K84 ZGY.
Yeah, by the way, you're also, about 10 over S9 when I looked up there. So you're doing a great signal out of Shelbyville tonight. And by the way, that's Kilo Delta 4 Zulu Golf Yankee. That's Ed in Shelbyville with a great signal. Who else south of 40? Please come in. All righty, we'll come back to you guys on the late check-ins. Let's go over to the east of Mount Juliet Road. Please come in.
WA4ZHI.
You were hoping I said east, didn't you?
Yeah, my eyes popped wide open.
Yeah, very good, James. You doing okay tonight?
Yeah, doing okay. Did a little work today. Got up on the roof and cleaned out the dryer vents.
Oh, yours goes out through the roof. Wow. There's a screen up there that's got to be cleaned off, I'll bet you.
I don't see a screen. It's just a little flap.
Oh, it's strictly a flap. Okay. Some vents have a screen on them, but that would be very good for a dryer vent. I would.
No, because I had to reach it with a pole, and I can barely reach it with my hands.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good thing to do because it actually saves you money and it saves all that. It just saves money on the dryer because it doesn't have to work as long to operate. I've been down that road. I've repaired people's systems where they had. They thought that when they bought 50-foot, I don't know, there are 25-foot lengths of the flexible hose, and they hook it up to their dryer thinking they have to use the whole thing, and it goes in about 3 or 4 directions before it gets outside. And I said, no, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, straight shot would have been better.
Exactly. All right, very good, James. Good to have you in there. And of course, that's James. He's real close to me. Great signal as always, but he's here right in the middle of Mount Juliet. Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. Who else east of Mount Juliet Road?
Kilo India 4, Sierra India Bravo.
Now, you just wish you were still in Mount Juliet area.
Well, I'm east of Mount Juliet Road anyway.
Yeah, I know. Is everything working out over there for you over there in Lebanon?
So far, so good. Having a ball.
Ah, very good. Nah, sometimes a move is, I don't know if it's not catastrophic, but it's kind of painful sometimes because then you can't find anything.
You're right about that. We are slowly but surely unpacking boxes, and we put a pretty good sized dent in it today, but we've got a long way to go, but we'll get there. It's just a matter of keeping on with the keeping on.
Well, what you do is when you're unpacking, you're going, why exactly did we bring this with us?
Exactly. And it winds up going right back out the door in the trash.
You pay. That's the way I felt a couple of times in my moves. Why did I take this? And why did I pay to have it moved? All right, that's Richard, and he's over in Lebanon in his kind of new location, Kilo India 4, Sierra India Bravo. Great signal, too. He's in an apartment, but he got somehow permission to put up his J-pole outside. So must be a real trash. It's not a real trashy place, is it?
Absolutely not.
No, I'm just kidding, Richard. No, that's great. So I saw it on Google Earth. It looks pretty good.
Well, we're happy with it, and I love the location as far as the scenery and everything out the door. But y'all have a good night, and thank you. Talk to you when I can. KI4SIB, turn it back to net.
Yeah, get ready to move farther east in about 5 years, because then all that expansion will just be driving you crazy. You'll have to move even farther.
Yeah, that's going to be a blast, I'm sure. Look forward to next Saturday.
Oh yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there. I'll be at one of somebody's, I'll be partnering with somebody over there. I'm not sure who it is at the moment. I got the invitation from the not Nashville, but from the Wilson Club to be partner in there, not partner, to actually just be hangers on at their table with the Simplex Club. In fact, Tom asked me if it was okay with me that I'd be at the same table with a club that has a repeater. No, doesn't bother me. All righty. Who else we got east of Mount Juliet Road? Again, Richard, KI4SIB in Lebanon. Who else is out
there? T4TWF. Whiskey Delta 4, Bravo, Whiskey Charlie. W4 HPL.
Oh, wait, stop. Hold on. I got 3. I couldn't go to the 4th one. Hold on. All right. First, I got Wes in there from Watertown. How you doing, Wes?
Doing good. And Richard, if you're still in there, I had you at an S4. You're sounding great. Everything's good in here in Watertown. KE4TW.
So Richard's got his J-pole pointed in the right direction, I take it.
Yeah, he must have. Whatever he did is working. So I'll be standing by KE4TW.
Yeah, very good. That's Wes, Watertown, Kilo Echo 4, Tango Whiskey India. I heard Jeff in there, Kilo Delta 4 Bravo Whiskey Charlie. How you doing, Jeff?
Doing good, sir. How are you?
Doing great. You're on your HT again, or you got on your regular? You think you're on your regular rig, aren't you?
Yes, the regular rig. How's it sound?
Actually, it sounds pretty good. Although I think you've got I think you said you had an inside antenna, didn't you?
Correct.
Yeah, that's right. It's not a perfect signal, but it's the audio is fully readable. It's just that you can tell it's not up in the air somewhere, that's got a good signal quality. Signal strength is there, though. It sounds great. What did you say you were using inside?
J-pole.
Okay, J-pole. Well, it's working good. I mean, it's getting out, and well, you're only about I think 15 miles from me, maybe. I'm not sure exactly where you are over there, but all right. Appreciate you having in there, Jeff. And of course, next there was Jeff, Kilo Delta 4 Bravo Whiskey Charlie in Lebanon as well, and I had Whiskey 4. I believe it was Tango. Which one did I have in there? Whiskey 4 Tango station.
Whiskey 4 Hotel Tango Lima.
That's the one. I was writing because there was actually another person who came in kind of right on top of you, and I didn't write it down well. Hotel Tango Lima. Yep. And you can't get into the habit of writing fast. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Well, I'm doing dandy. Somebody's cooking me dinner while I'm on the air here, and I got some relatives visiting, which is nice. And so far, so good. It's a good day.
Oh, good. Sounds great. Sitting around here, sales not doing a whole lot of nothing.
Well, join the club on that one. I want to make sure I got that. Whiskey 4 Hotel Tango Lima, correct?
That is correct. I go watch the mic.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, it's I didn't get a whole lot done today. I did get a haircut, if that counts for getting something done.
Well, I got out there and cleaned out a few of the haze on the RV. Got out there and also worked on latching on the doors on my on the refrigerator. Other than that, I ain't done a whole lot there.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, there's days like that. I mean, when you're retired, like I am, and I think you are too, is you can fill out a day doing nothing pretty well.
Absolutely.
All right, very good. And of course, that's Tom, who's over there, way over in Carthage. Whiskey 4 Hotel Tango Lima. Good signal. It's a little scratchy, but I'd expect that from what you've got at the moment. But its audio is very good. And if again, you can see it on the web, on that YouTube channel if you get a chance to look, and I'll send out the link later. But good to have you in there, Tom. I appreciate you being there from Carthage. Who else east of Mount Juliet Road?
Kilo Juliet 4, Kilo Charlie, Quebec.
Kilo Charlie. I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name if you've checked in before.
No, sir, it's first time. We just got a tower up today, so we check in, make sure we can get you over there.
Ah, very good. Well, do me this again. Was that Kilo Echo 4 Romeo Charlie, Quebec?
Kilo Juliet 4, Kilo Charlie, Quebec. Name's Al.
All right, sorry about that. I did hear it properly the first time, but didn't get it written down well enough for me to read it. So I got it now. Kilo Juliet 4, Kilo Charlie, Quebec, correct?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
And Al, where are you located?
In between Lebanon and Carthage over here, Rome, Rock City area.
Ah, very good. How big a tower did you put up?
Top of the antenna is about between 40 and 45 feet up.
Oh, that's awesome. Which antenna are you using?
A little old bitty hex beam.
Ah, hex beam. And you use it's a hex beam. Is it a multi-band hex beam?
Yeah, but on this 2 meter, I've got a vent antenna that's below my hex beam, but we put them all up there today.
Oh, that's great. So you obviously it worked out pretty good for you on the other bands as well.
Oh yes, sir. We turned it on. The first thing we did was hit a guy up in Michigan talking to someone down in Puerto Rico. I was able to talk to both of them.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's fun to do that kind of stuff. I was just looking at those hex beams within the last couple of weeks, and I'm not quite prepared to buy a pre-built one yet, but because they are pretty pricey.
Hey, Paul.
Yo.
I can hear him over here.
Ah, very good, very good. You're being copied over in Cottontown there, Al.
I heard someone in there, but it's scratchy. I couldn't understand anything.
Yeah, I got you. But no, you got a good signal coming in here.
A good deal. I'll get out of here and let the other people talk. You have a good one. 73's KJ4 KCQ.
Okay, very good. Yeah, it was. Yeah. By the way, you were right on S9 on each of your transmissions here into Mount Juliet.
Good deal. Appreciate it.
Yep. Yeah. Good signal. That's Kilo Juliet 4, Kilo Charlie, Quebec, and that's Al over in kind of over there towards Carthage, and I forgot the name of the town again. What did you say that town area was called?
It's Rome, Rock City area. About 40 over here.
40 over where?
In Carthage.
Oh, I'm sure he is 40 over to you, Tom.
That's 9 Woodbury.
What do you got in Woodbury there, Jim?
Oh, yeah, he's doing great. He did great coming into my QTH.
Yeah, it must be good terrain south to you because you're pretty far south.
I got him good over here.
Ah, very good. Appreciate all the input. I'm sure he does, being a brand new setup he's got going on over there. Are you able to copy all those accolades there, Tom? Not Tom, but Al?
Yes, sir. Heard every one of them. Appreciate it. We're glad to hear that. We're just kind of worried about it a little bit. But I've actually thought it would do pretty good because we're on the highest point on this road, and we went up 45 foot anyway. So
Do you know what your elevation is right there at the road?
it's about 600.
Okay, so you're good. Yeah, see, I'm at about my ground elevation here at the house is about I think it's 685, and then I've got the top of my 24-foot verticals at about 52 feet above the ground.
That's the reason you walk and talk to dogs.
Yeah, buddy, and it's a pleasure having that kind of a situation. Let me tell you, it's you get into ham radio to communicate with people, and when you've got a good elevation to begin with, because it's one of the highest ones I think in Mount Juliet, and then you've got a decent antenna, and I couldn't ask for more. I mean, I get out as much as I want to. I think at least on FM I do for certain. All right, Al, appreciate you being there, and welcome to the group. Is your email good on QRZ?
No, sir, but I can give you one anyway.
Yeah, go ahead.
KJ4KCQ@gmail.com.
All right, that's easy. I'll do it. I'll just send you out it's an invite to just get on the mailing list because I don't just put people on it unless you want to be. So, and we just send out reminders and general interest stuff about ham radio. Nothing special. A couple emails a week.
Sounds good to me. I appreciate it.
All right, very good. Appreciate you being there, Al. And that's Al from the Rome, Rock City area. And that's KJ4 Kilo Charlie Quebec with a new tower and the first person I've known to have a hex beam on 2 meters that I know of. Anyway, they haven't told me. And also, I got Scott in there. I didn't skip over you, Scott.
Oh, that's okay.
You're doing all right with a good signal over there.
Well, I was beginning to wonder.
No, I don't think you have to wonder. You have a great signal. I lost you when you were mobile the other evening.
I have such a sucky little antenna on that car. I need to do something.
Well, anybody who has never had a through glass antenna does not know how bad it is.
Yeah, that's very true. It's the one I can get by with for the family sedan. Let's put it that way.
Well, I have one on my car, and I'm not in the car as much as I used to. I do have that big whip I have. I also have a couple of antennas that I use for mobile, but since most of my stuff is really close in and I don't get on the road too much, I don't too much worry about my car radio too much anymore because most of what I do is here. But I do want to put that, if I'm doing any traveling, believe you me, that 96-inch whip is going up there for 2 meters.
I don't think the wife would like that one too much.
Well, she'll like it on mine.
I'll show her the picture. All right, carry on. K1 SPD.
All right, very good, Scott. Scott's good to have you in there. That's Scott, Kilo 1, Sierra Papa Delta in Laverne. Who else we got south of 40?
KN4, AJL, Bob in the downtown thriving metropolis of Las Casas.
It's the center of the cultural universe, isn't it, Bob?
Yeah, Paul, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing really good. Like I said, I'm having dinner made for me, and I got some relatives here, and we're going over some. I got a 90-year-old living with us, my mother, and she brought a whole bunch of family pictures, and so it's like reminiscent night,
Yeah, I copy that. Sounds like you got it going on over there in Mount Juliet.
Yeah, looking over family pictures, and some of them go back early part of the 20th century. Some of them.
Oh, wow. Yeah, sounds like it's going to be a good fun night for Paul.
Yeah, it is. So far, so good, though. I've always enjoyed having pictures of my relatives. I know most people like that anyway. All right, Bob, good to have you in here. I got a great signal out of Wascasas, and it's Kilo November 4, Alpha Juliet Bravo. And again, it was good to see you over there at the breakfast this past Saturday. And your wife as well. Who else we got south of 40? Please come in. Then over to the west of Mount Juliet Road. Please come in, west of Wilson County.
KM4YRF, quick on the trigger. W4G.
Hold on, Jeff. I've got Michael, Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot in Bellshire. I had to get the bell with the first half was good. It was the second half was stalled there.
Well, you did good anyway. Robin is killing me on chat.
I got to get back to that. I wasn't on it. Robin. Well, oh my gosh, just people talking like crazy.
Well, you're doing a great job. I on the way to Mount Juliet today, I was scanning and heard some guys in Woodbury, I think it's Woodbury, on the short mountain repeater, talking about the Simplex Net, and I invited them all to check in tonight.
Ah, very good. Yeah, that's a. In fact, I happened to get a guy on the short mountain. Where did I hear him? Well, I heard him on 5.2 the other day. He's the treasurer. I don't have his call right in front of me, but he invited me over to get on participate in some of their technical nets, etc. And I thought, well, I'll use that to announce the Simplex net as well. But yeah, that repeater's got a huge coverage.
Yeah, it does. And I listened to a long conversation they were having about propagation and stuff. It was very interesting.
Yeah, it's funny how, well, again, everybody's each to their own, but some people have more interesting conversations than others. Let's just put it that way. One of my remembrances from some years ago, two guys on HF in the middle of the country, like, let's say Arkansas, I think, and they were both on like 40 meters. One was in Arkansas and the other one was in Mississippi, I think. I don't remember exactly, but they were talking about chicken wings for about 20 minutes, and somebody came right up on top of them and, just didn't ID, but he says, these guys got $10,000 radios and they're talking about chicken wings.
That is funny.
Well, it's whatever floats your boat. If you're talking to somebody about chicken wings, it must be important to those two, so it's nothing, if you don't like the conversation, we just move on,
It's all about having fun with your friends.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I've made some great friends here in the greater Mount Juliet area. It's a big metropolis of Mount Juliet. Well, I appreciate you being there, Mike. And I got Jeff. Jeff, how are you doing? That's Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. And by the way, I forgot to say that was Mike, Kilo Mike 4 Yankee Romeo Foxtrot over there in Bellshire. But Jeff, how are you doing?
Good evening, WI4G. Tired. Had a busy day when I got off work. Ran over the lawn real quick with the mower. Just about finished it off. I'm kind of wore out from that.
Well, I know that I can get wore out just from being out in the heat. That's for certain.
Yeah, there's a lot to do with it. Sooner the older we get, the more it affects us.
Yeah, I was noticing today. I used to sweat a lot when I was young, and I still sweat a lot, except it comes more often when I got older. But you sound pretty good. How's your system working good over there?
Everything seems to be working fine. Just like to have a better antenna, a little bit higher elevation, then maybe I could hear everyone. But you know what my situation is, so it is what it is.
Yeah, my gosh. Well, you're 20 over here, 20 over S9, so you're doing real well to me. And it's not like you're right next door. So what you've got there works good coming south from that's Madison, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm in Madison. Now I can hear the station that came who's in Bellshire. I can hear him. But you two are the only ones I've been able to hear so far.
Oh, wow. Wow. Obviously, that would be great. Obviously, you need some height there, I think.
That would help. Like I said, I'm the antenna I have now is a quarter wave dual band. I've had, something a little better, a little higher, it would help out a lot.
Yeah, well, that's the kind of what's I've mentioned many times here is that when people monitor the net, even if they're not participating, there's going to be a level of frustration for some who can't hear some of the people that are on the air. They may be able to hear me, or vice versa. They may be able to hear someone else, but they can't hear me. But that frustration level is what kind of drives us to do better. It's, hey, let's get higher, or let me save up to get a better antenna, or to buy a 100-foot tower. But it's like I told Larry here, one of the visitors I have here. I said, yeah, I saw a tower for $15,000, and I'll probably just have to wait till later in the year to buy it. He thought I was serious. I said, no, I'm not serious.
imagine spending that much. I do have some more 25G sections, but I've got about 50 feet tower now. I'm not able to get up it unless I get a man lift or something. And right now that's not possible. But I need to get the antenna first and the coax.
Well, let me know when, because there are some people who like to climb towers and probably would be glad to help you out.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind, and once I get a better antenna, I'll feed line. I'll let you know.
Yep. Yeah, do let me know. And by the way, if you buy the antenna that I'm using, the Diamond, I'm not selling it either, but the Diamond X700, then I'll let you do net control.
I'll probably be able to then. So yours is the end connector, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll probably have an end connector put on one end, BL259 on the other to make it work.
Yeah. Or an adapter, which I've done before. All right, Jeff. Very good. You got a great signal to me, and that's Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. Jeff in Madison. Who else west of Mount Juliet? Please come in.
Whiskey 4, Alpha Whiskey Echo.
Well, you were noticeably absent on the last net there, John.
Yeah, I just had a bunch of demands on me here lately.
Now, I understand. No demerits. Only Kevin over in Lebanon gets demerits. But no, you sound just fine. And no, I know that that's one of the, I think I told you, that's the reason I decided to do 2 nets a week, because 1 net a week it's easy to miss. It's harder to miss 2, even though some people do, and I have, but that's the reason there's 2 nets a week.
Yeah, it's actually nice having 2 a week. At least it increases the odds of finding yourself open to do it.
Exactly. Like I said, some people have work issues, family issues, church issues, you name it. Saturdays and Sunday nights and Wednesday nights are often filled up with other things. So I appreciate you being there, John. And that's John Whiskey 4 Alpha Whiskey Echo, and he is in Bellevue. Yeah,
Bellevue in West Nashville.
Yeah, like I said, the Bell's prefix I get confused with a couple of the others, but it just struck me as it. Anyway, I got it right this time. Anyway. All right, appreciate you being there, John. Good signal as always with you. You're probably doing 90 watts.
Yeah, I've got the old IC 9100 cranked up.
Yeah, sounds good. Really powerful. I should back off I know you're going to check in. Should turn down the volume. All right, who else we got west of Mount Juliet Road? Please come in.
KG4S West. I don't know where Mount Juliet Road is, but I'm probably west of it.
You could go either way. You could go north of Mount Juliet Road, which did I do that already? No, I didn't get up there, but that's fine. That's good. You're in there. How you doing tonight, Charles? Pretty good?
Yeah, all right. Pretty tired. This weather's been crazy, but I got my antenna even higher. I got about 70-something feet. I'm going to leave it where it's at. I'm hearing Kevin full scale and heard West no bars. Heard the guy up towards Carthage, and I just heard that guy in West Nashville with 1 bar.
Ah, very good. Yeah, well, see, you're 10 over, maybe 20 over S9 here, so your signal is very good, Charles.
All righty. KG4S.
All right, very good. When's your next parenting class?
Next Thursday night, and then Friday I have a meeting, and I'm supposed to be going Providence for my brother tomorrow. Depends on the weather. And I'm supposed to be going Monday to get my CDL back, and Tuesday talk to this guy about driving dump truck. We'll see how that goes, and hopefully get back driving.
Fantastic. You get a new baby and a new job, and you'll be cooking.
And the band sucks tonight, 2 meters.
Yeah, well, can't have everything. It's up and down like everything else. Very good, Charles. That was Charles, Kilo Golf 4, Sierra Foxtrot in Cottontown. Who else? We got either west or north of Lebanon Road.
KN4, Lima X-Ray Hotel.
Ah, very good. How you doing tonight? That's Eddie, correct? That's Eddie in Lima X-Ray Hotel.
Negative. This is Jimmy. I'm actually on the east side of Mount Juliet, but you had moved on to somebody else. I never got a chance to check in.
I'm sorry about that. In fact, I knew it was you, and I used the wrong name. I'm sorry about that, Jim.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I was on 146.550 earlier before the net, and I heard call signs from Washington and Florida and Ohio and Wyoming and so forth. And I'm wondering, unless propagation on 2 meters is really, really good, something weird's going on. And I heard one of them mention Echo Link, and I'm not sure what that is.
Okay. Well, number one, I copied Wyoming a few days ago on 2 meters. And it was a repeater out of, I don't remember where it was in Wyoming. No, I couldn't tell you. And I was also copying stations over in West Kentucky and up near, just 300 miles away. But anyway, no, the conditions have been extraordinary, and that would be the tropo effect that's getting these signals from everyone.
But at the end of the conversation, something came up, sort of a computer-like voice, and said, Echo, no, it said something about connection terminated, and I never heard anything else after that.
You might have been listening to an Echolink node where somebody was transmitting somewhere in your vicinity where they were receiving, in other words, they, on their computer, it was very much like, it was either Echolink, if it was Echolink, which you said it was, they're tied into a computer where there are repeaters that are linked all over the country that he's monitoring.
Okay, well, I don't know. It seems like sort of a weird marriage between ham radio and the internet. I'm not sure that works for me.
It has some value to it. It's just not very exciting because, under those circumstances, to me, it's almost like, well, why don't we just get on Skype and talk,
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
It's just, well, it's a nice feature being able to, and I've done it years ago when 15 years ago, I got an Echolink, and I realized I was talking to a guy. He was mobile in Australia, and I was mobile in Tampa because I had an Echolink node at the time, and it was kind of exciting, but it's still an internet thing. It's not really a ham thing to me.
Yeah, well, I'm sort of playing with FT8. I'm not sure that's really ham radio, but it's sort of something new to get into.
Well, it's we can talk about it later, but it is ham radio. Obviously, we're putting out RF, and it's in a digital mode, and it's a very quick thing. It's almost like contesting. All you're getting is a location, often just a grid square and it's all in text form, so there's nothing personal about it, and that's about as impersonal as you can get in ham radio.
Yeah, you're right, but I don't know. I just don't like the impersonal side,
Oh, I agree, and I did a lot of that digital stuff, and I kind of got burned out on it. Not that it's not a good mode. In fact, it's great. That the FT8 and the JT65, I think it is, they both get out wonderfully on low power, and that's the beauty of it when conditions stink elsewhere. But again, it got old to me.
Yeah, I understand it. It's real new to me, but I don't know. I guess I'm sort of old-fashioned that way. Okay, well, I'll let you get on with it then.
Very good, Jimmy, and that's Jimmy Kilo, November 4, Lima X-Ray Hotel, and he's in just this side of Lebanon Road, north of the Mount Juliet High School, about 5-6 miles from me. Who else north of Lebanon Road? Please come in.
AG Fred Smith, I could barely hear whoever that was.
Yeah, he's over there northeast Mount Juliet. Yeah, you're going to have some issues with some of these stations. I don't know how high he is, but yeah, you're going to have some issues there. Anybody else north of Lebanon Road?
KB9RKK.
How you doing, Frank? Good to hear you in there.
Doing good. Any better? This thing's been. I heard it on the Wednesday one. You're right. It didn't sound right.
No, in fact, the audio right now is fantastic. The only thing I do hear in there is a very low hum, and I'm presuming that's a power supply issue or some other 60 cycle hum in there. But it's almost. Well, you can listen to it for yourself. You're about 40 minutes in, and you'll hear it for yourself. But it's very low.
Yeah, I changed the cable.
the mic cable.
Oh, is that right? That was what the, oh, that's funny. Yes. Fortunately, that was the simplest, cheapest thing.
Yeah, yeah. I put the one that actually came with it instead of using the mobile one. Something must have happened. I don't know.
Yeah, well, the dog ate my cord.
Well, I hope it wasn't a dog here because we have cats, but not dogs.
Well, in this case, the cat whizzed on it.
Okay, that will destroy some stuff.
Yeah, I know that. All right, very good. That's Frank, Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo Kilo, Kilo Kilo, Romeo Kilo Kilo, and he's in with an improved signal tonight. Sounds great though, Frank, and he's in Northwest Wilson County. Who else we got north? Well, then we'll go for late check-ins or out of state.
K4ID. Check in a 2 call.
Hold on, Charles. You said there was a 2 call there?
I heard a 2 call.
I don't know. I didn't hear anybody. I heard a Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie, Robin down there in south of me, who was waiting until the last, even though I got evidence he's been on the net for a while.
Sounded like it was KC2 LFT.
Get the 2 call. It might be DX.
Yeah, very good. Do I hear a KC2 Lima Foxtrot Tango? Do I have anybody with a relay on that? I think I hear something in there in the dirt, but I can't make it out.
He's in Huntsville.
That's Rich in Hartsville, KC2 LFT.
Ah, Rich in Hartsville. Wow. I don't think I've ever had a Hartsville station. Who else can copy Rich? Because I'm not able to copy.
I actually hear him over here, KB9RTK.
I got a copy on it.
Ah, very good, Kevin. How come you didn't check in earlier?
Because you skipped right over after talking to somebody. You skipped right over east and went back south and then went back west and then went north and never came back east.
Don't give me that. You're probably out chasing that chicken again.
No, that's what the other fellow was just telling you. He lives right down the street from you. You skipped us again.
Yeah, well, it was on purpose. No, it wasn't either. I'm just getting loosey-goosey in my old age. Is Rich, try one more time to me. Kilo Charlie 2, Lima Foxtrot Tango.
Did he say Hartswell?
Yeah, it was Hartsville. Hold on, I was going to swing my beam around and try to copy a little bit, but let me move on. Kevin, I'm going to check you in as well. I'm sorry about skipping over you guys.
Oh, it's all right. Takes you for a Monday.
Yeah, having the beam should help me out. If Kevin, if you can copy him, I should be able to copy him. Of course, you're a little closer, being Hartsville's almost due north of you, isn't it? All right, I'll go ahead and take Robin, although too. Robin, how you doing this evening? You've been on the air for, well, since I can't. There's no timestamp on this, so it's been a while. Obviously, you're doing well. I was just remark showing somebody asked me, the visitors, Larry asked me in my home here, he goes, where does everybody work in Nashville area? I said, well, a whole boatload of them work at Vanderbilt University with about 25,000 employees. He was like, really? It's that big? I said, yeah, it's that big.
That's correct. We could fill a cruise ship or 2 or 3. But anyway, I'm doing well. Thank you, Paul. I've been working outside most of the day today. It's been a beautiful day out. And I'm pooped. My dogs are barking.
Very good. I'll catch you later, Robin. That's Robin, Kilo 4, India Delta Charlie, south of Mount Juliet, just over the line of the Davidson County, Wilson County line, just east of Percy Priest Lake. And I got Rich in there, Kilo Charlie 2, Lima Foxtrot Tango, and I'm going to try to hear him again here on my beam. One more time. Is Kilo Charlie 2 Lima Foxtrot Tango still there?
No,
Oops.
you're gonna have to help me out with these because I can't tell where they're at.
Well, I believe that Kilo Charlie 2 Lima Foxtrot Tango, his name is Rich, and he's in Hartsville. So I can't hear him, but can you hear him?
Go ahead, Station. I heard you. Try it again. I don't get it. I got this RG8X that I got. It works fine, but I can hear people, but they can't hear me. I don't get it. I guess it's the hole I'm in.
Well, the hole you're in plus that 3 dB antenna you got stuck up there.
You really think that's it?
Could very well be. Anyway, let me move on here, Charles. Kevin, Kilo Golf 4, what you call it? Mike India Zulu. How you doing, Stephen?
Oh, doing pretty good, Paul. I can't complain, man. I'm sitting here doing very little of nothing today, and now I'm looking for a little screwdriver. Just really not doing too much of anything at all right now at the particular moment. I'm trying to stay out of trouble, and I think I found the screwdriver she needed. Well, if that's over with, now I can say something. Yeah, really, not a whole lot, man. Just hanging out, doing my thing over here. How about yourself?
Oh, taking it easy today. Like I said, the big event of the day was going to get a smoothie and going to get my hair cut.
Oh, yeah. Treat yourself after you get a haircut.
Kind of. So who doubled in there?
It was me. You cut out. I guess your mic's not all the way, Paul. And Kevin, what happened to your signal? I had you full skill and only have you 3 bars.
I figured since he had his beam pointed at me, I should turn it down.
Now you're back to full.
All right. Very good, Kevin. No, you sound good as always. Who else? Late check-ins or East? Please come in.
Kilo November 4 Charlie Quebec.
Hey, how you doing, Preston? You sound good. Are you at home?
Oh yeah, just kind of hanging out here. Kind of missed the first round. Been there listening, but I didn't key up in time, so going to do the late check-in there, Roger.
Yeah, as long as you don't come into that sandbagger or lollygagger label, you know.
Yeah, copy that. I'll try that next week. Maybe it'll be a sandbagger.
Maybe we ought to give off sandbagger awards at the breakfast.
Hey, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
All right, very good. You have a good signal in there, Preston. That's Preston. Kilo November 4 Charlie Quebec, and he's in Possum Trot, I think.
That would be correct.
Yeah, PT for short. All right. Who else? Late check-in, please come in.
Where's Possum Trot?
It's kind of midway between Possum Trot help me on this, Preston. It's midway between Rockvale and what? Going west, northwest.
That's between Rockville and Triune, kind of north-south, and east-west is between Marcus.
Is Rockville near Woodbury?
Yeah, Rockville is west of Woodbury, and if you know where, look up Triune, and it's midway between like Triune and Rockville. It's got a nice fun name like Cottontown. You got Cottontown and Possum Trot. Sounds great names. All right, who else we got? Late check-ins, please come in. Out of state check-ins, anywhere, anyhow. Okay, we're moving on to the sandbaggers, lollygaggers, lurkers, and scanner listeners. Nobody will own up to being a sandbagger, lurker, or a lollygagger, but that's okay. And procrastinators can come in later in the day or tomorrow. But had a good group tonight. 22 people on the net, and a couple of new guys, and appreciate them being there. Love to hear from you. Email, you can reach me at Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey. And again, you can look us up on the web at wherever that is, 146415.net, 146415.net. Mysteriously, very similar to our frequency. So you guys have a great night. 73s with 22 check-ins on, what is today? Saturday, July 21st, 2018. Have a great night, guys. 73.
Buy, sell, swap, trade, swindle.
We can move on to that if you want to. What would you like to remark about swindling or swapping or selling tonight?
Still have a couple of gin poles and a bunch of round 45 tower available. Come on, man. Nobody from Kentucky. I want to see how I'm hearing up that way.
No, nobody yet. Maybe later. Hold on. We're working on some selling stuff here, Charles. Gin poles in Rome 45 tower sections. And that's Robin, Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie. You can see him. He's good on QRZ, but I think it's Comcast.net, what you're called. Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie at Comcast.net. Is that correct?
Correct, Mundo.
All right, very good. Gin poles, several, and several sections of Rome 45 tower. See Robin. And again, that was Kilo 4 India Delta Charlie at Comcast.net. Anybody else have something to sell or want or need or looking to pawn off on somebody?
I got something I could pawn off on Richard if he come to get it.
That sounds like a threat.
It is. Richard, you still out there? Thank you for him, I think.
See, you went into the sandbagger mode early.
No, I reckon. I just saw free on that thing. If he was having problems with his antenna, I was going to give it to him. You know, that one that I built. I just go give it to him. I think I gave it to him already, and he's never came around to get it. So I don't know. Maybe he just don't even want it. But that was it, Paul. That's all.
All right, very good. Richard, is that you doubling in it?
Hey, Kevin, I think your antenna fell.
Yeah, Kevin, Charles wasn't able to copy. Well, did you go back to low power?
I'm in incognito mode.
I think he went to 1 watt there, Charles. He says he's in incognito mode.
Now he sounds like them Hartsville station.
All right, very good. Anybody else got anything to sell before we move on? Nothing. Well, very good. You're going to save it then for don't forget, next Saturday. It's a week from today, but 8 o'clock in the morning. Be there early for the Lebanon, excuse me. There were too many syllables in there. The Lebanon AmQuest starts at 8 o'clock Saturday morning, and bring at least $5 in cash to get in. I think it's $5. And bring, I don't know. Start out with at least 1,000 and buy up a lot of stuff.
I'm probably going to get like a little, go to Walmart and get some stickers and write my name and call sign on it. Because if people don't know who I am already, I probably annoy some people.
All right, yeah, just get one of them, white piece of tape and put it on your hat or your shoulder or your whatever. Well, very good. I think that's it, unless nobody else got something to sell. Save it for the ham quest, because K4PEW, close on the net. You guys have a great night.
I think everybody in Middle Tennessee knows me.
Now, I'm sure there's some people that don't know you, Charles.
That's the problem. I wanted to see how I was getting up to the north. I got on the 165 on the Echo Link, and I could hear it. It's kind of noisy, but I could still hear it. Bowling Green 165.
Yeah, that's not going to do you much good there, Charles, since repeaters